I think a lot of times as leaders, if we're providing feedback, and let's assume that that feedback is constructive, right? So the goal is you want to help somebody correct certain behavior or certain decisions that they're doing, and you want to guide down the right path. If you see somebody or team members who are not listening to you, the first impulse oftentimes is that what is wrong with these people? But I think instead, we as leaders need to look inward and say, well, why are these people not listening to me? Like, why are they not taking my feedback? And that could be for a number of reasons. Maybe they don't trust you. Maybe they don't believe you have their best interests at heart. Maybe they don't believe you. I think it's first dissecting that, especially if you have team members who do listen to you versus other ones who do not. Maybe there's nothing wrong with them. Maybe there's something that they're cautious to take feedback from you. A lot of it also comes down to like, what type of example are you setting for them? So I would look inward first as to why they're not listening to you, because you as their leader, maybe they don't think you have their best interests at heart, and why would they? Have you demonstrated in the past that you do want to help them and you do want to support them? And then again, without any context as to how this feedback is being delivered, maybe they could see it as just pure criticism, and maybe they don't see it as a way of you actually being vested in their success and in their growth and development. Maybe you haven't connected the dots for them in terms of how this feedback that you're providing is actually going to help them potentially achieve their goals, professional goals, personal goals. So I would look inwardly at you as the leader and at how you're delivering that feedback, and also whether there is trust established, because if there's not, they're not going to listen to anything you say, right? If they don't trust you, they don't believe you, if the example that you're setting is not aligned with someone that they respect, then ultimately, I mean, you can't command respect, certainly not in the long term. It is looking at, well, what type of example are you setting for them, and why should they listen to you, and why should they trust you? And if there are team members who are listening to you, maybe see like what's different with them. Maybe these are people that you've been with the company a long time, that have been there through a lot of growth periods, that you've developed that trust and confidence in. And that's a reason why, let's say this other batch of people maybe does not have that same level of trust built up, because you haven't spent as much time around them. Maybe they just don't know you. So I'd look at it inwardly. At the end of the day, it may not be your fault, but it is your responsibility. And leadership is intentional influence. And if you can't intentionally influence your team members, and if you can't help them grow, then you have to grow and develop as a leader.